Hello and welcome to Mental Health Corner. Today I have a special guest named Katie.
Hello.
We are going to play a game of true and false. I will be giving the questions and Katie will be giving the answers after we make our educated guess. So let's see how smart we are.
Okay.
In any given week, at least 500,000 employed Canadians are unable to work because of mental health problems. I'm going to say true with that one.
I don't know if it's that many. I know there's a lot of people. You know what? I think I will.
Okay. So
True.
What's the answer?
And the answer? True. Of the 500,000 people off work in any given week due to mental health problems, there are approximately 355,000 disability cases due to mental and or behavioral disorders. Plus approximately 175,000 full-time workers absent from work due to mental illness.
Canadians in the lowest income group are twice as likely as those in the highest income group to report fair to poor mental health.
Preview.
I'm going to say false.
I'm going to say true.
Okay. False. Canadians in the lowest income group are 3 to 4 times more likely than those in the highest income group to report fair to poor mental health. Because it said twice, yeah.
Twice as likely.
I figured it'd be more.
More than that. That would make sense, actually. People with mental illness have a tendency to be violent. This one is false.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this one's definitely false.
Definitely false.
Definitely false.
If it says something other than false, I'm gonna...
I would be very surprised.
False.
False.
The Canadian Mental Health Association reports that as a group, people with mental health issues are not more violent than any other group in our society. The majority of crimes are not committed by people with psychiatric illness, and multiple studies have proven that there is very little relationship between most of these diseases and violence. The real issue is the fact that people with mental illness are 2.5 to 4 times more likely to be the victims of violence than any other group in our society.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
I was watching a show the other day where there was a schizophrenic person and they were, of course they were violent. And you always see shows like that, like 9 times out of 10 they're not violent.
Like I have an uncle who's schizophrenic and he's the sweetest person.
Yeah, they can be so sweet, and just the way the media portrays people with mental illness is to be violent. And I mean, it makes good TV, but it's not accurate and it makes
stigmatizing.
It creates a stigma because people are uneducated. Across the world, 75% of those with a mental illness won't receive any treatment at all. I'm going to say true. Actually, 75%.
Across the world, because I'm thinking, are they including are they including third world countries as well? Because if that case, then I'd definitely say true.
I think I'm gonna go with false. I think it's more than that.
Maybe it's more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find out. True. For more information, see Mental Illness and Addiction in Canada from the Mood Disorder Society of Canada.
Mental illness is the 10th leading cause of disability and premature death in Canada.
Preview.
I'm gonna go with false on that one. I actually think it's more than 10th.
Yeah, I think it's a lot more than 10th because thinking about the people I know.
So
False. False. Mental illness is the 2nd leading cause of disability and premature death in Canada.
Wow.
Big difference from 2nd to 10th.
Second. That's sad.
That's really sad.
And it's probably because of stigma.
No, I guarantee it because the bullying that happens from the stigma. Oh, you've got anxiety. Well,
Yeah. They just get over it. Just 50% of Canadians would tell friends or coworkers that they have a family member with a mental illness.
Also, I think it's less than that.
Me too, actually. So I would
False.
say just 50%. Yeah, so false.
False, and that's true.
Wow.
Just 50% of Canadians would tell friends or coworkers that they have a family member with a mental illness, compared to 72% who would discuss a diagnosis of cancer and 68% who would talk about a family member having diabetes. Hey, diabetes!
What?
My people.
Okay, so.
I thought it would be less people that would.
Me too. That's good to know, though.
It is.
The disease burden of mental illness is 1.5 times higher than all cancers put together. I'm gonna say true. I don't know, that's hard to say. I'm just gonna say true.
I think I'm gonna go with true as well.
Okay.
True. This includes years lived with less than full function and years lost to early death.
Wow. That's sad. Mental illness is a sign of weak character. False.
Very false.
Very false. If anything, I think it's a sign of strong character.
Because you're still fighting.
Yeah, for sure.
False. Statements like this seem to suggest that it is a person's own fault if he or she develops a mental illness. While the cause of most mental disorders is not yet known, research shows it is a likely mixture of factors. Like your environment,
Yeah,
things that
genetics,
happen.
environment, trauma.
Oh yeah, trauma. Trauma's a good one.
For sure.
Well, not good, but
That was a super easy question. In 2008, 46% of Canadians thought people used the term mental illness as an excuse for bad behavior.
I almost want to think that's more because I'm thinking just even back in 2008 how intolerant a lot of people were. It's gotten a lot better
It's
since
gotten
then.
better, but it still needs to. Yeah, I'm gonna say false for that one, actually. So I'm gonna say
False. I think it was more people.
Me too.
True.
Huh.
27% said they would be fearful of being around someone who suffers from a serious mental illness.
Really? The last one. In a survey of 556 UK respondents, 70% reported that either they or a family member had experienced stigma as a result of mental illness.
True.
I'm gonna say true with that
True.
one. Yep.
And the answer is true. People experience stigma within their own family, 56%, from friends, 52%, from their doctor, 44%, and from other healthcare professionals, 32%, and at work, 30%.
Wow.
I can totally relate.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, but the
doctors.
But the fact that doctors even, or
Well, a lot of doctors are like, oh, that's not my problem. That's not what I specialize in. Or for eating disorders count as mental health. And so
Yes, they do.
there's this one girl I know that her doctor actually wrote out a prescription to go eat a hamburger.
Really?
Yep, she was able to show me this.
That's awful.
Yeah.
That's horrible. Okay.
I
So,
think they need to combine the medical and the mental health world. They need to stop keeping them separate because
for sure.
because depression can actually cause physical
Oh yeah,
health
for sure it
problems.
does.
And if they combine them, then it would treat you better.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with you. So you got 8 out of 10.
Woo!
Good job, Katie.
That's like, okay, in school, that's like an 80%. I'll take it, it's an A.
6. I got 6 out of 10. That's okay. Thank you for watching Mental Health Corner. And if you want any more information, there should be some in the description below. And next time. Bye.
Bye.
Preview.
Moving on. How does one's mental health deteriorate? I think it deteriorates also if you don't take care of yourself.
Yeah.
So like if you don't get the proper amount of sleep, if you don't have the proper amount of food.
I know that I stop when things are starting to go bad. I just stop caring, so I don't really brush my hair.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't shower for like a week, and then I'm feeling worse because I'm feeling gross. But I
Yes.
just can't break the cycle on my own.
Yeah.